the severe weather that is ongoing here in Kansas and in Oklahoma this afternoon. So far, there's only been three. So far at this time, at time recording, it's 6:19 Eastern, 5:19 Central. There's only three severe thunderstorm warnings out in effect for Oklahoma and Kansas. Um, I'm just trying to get my stuff in order here so we can do this the right way. Just that it's giving me a little bit of problems right now because things want to load when I don't want them to load. While I'm trying to get this live stream up and going. So, give you a little background. Okay, so let's see. We'll move you over here. Come on, there we go. Move my pen over here. Make sure we got this thing working. And it is. So anyway, there is a, oh, jeez. Why is this so lagging? Anyway, there is a tornado watch in effect here for northwestern Missouri, much of eastern and south central Kansas, and in central Oklahoma. That is in effect until 11 o'clock tonight, 10 o'clock central. A few tornadoes are likely with some intense tornadoes possible. This is all ahead of a cold front that is sweeping through this area today. And there is a piece of energy, and there is a trough out here that is driving this risk for today here in the south central plains. Now, we already had some severe weather that already went through northwestern Missouri today, and wind gusts as high as 77 miles an hour in Seneca, Kansas. So far this morning and this afternoon. There's also a 70 mile an hour wind gust reported in Foss Reservoir, Oklahoma, measured by a personal weather station. So there are, some severe weather out there, but this is still early in the game. As I said, this is pretty much early in the game. So we will go ahead and show you all of the severe thunderstorm warnings that are currently in effect. We will start with this one. Here in Oklahoma, this is a severe thunderstorm warning for Kingfisher, Blaine, Garfield, and major counties in Oklahoma, which expires at 5:30 Central. 60 mile an hour winds and 1 1/4 inch size hail possible with this storm. We will see if there's any rotation in that, and Not really. So that is a severe thunderstorm warning for Kingfisher, um, Blaine, Garfield, and major counties. There is also a severe thunderstorm warning for Blaine County here in Oklahoma. Check the velocities in here. Don't see a clear rotational mark, but it could be some high winds here. Probably in excess of 60 miles an hour. So that is a severe thunderstorm warning for Blaine County, Oklahoma. Now we'll go to the next severe thunderstorm warning. This is for Kay, Noble, Grant, and Garfield counties in Oklahoma, which is this polygon right here. For looks like a Boeing segment here. Check velocities here. So there's pretty much strong winds, basically wind and hail with these storms that are pushing through this warning. So that is a severe thunderstorm warning for Kay, Noble, Grant, and Garfield counties in Oklahoma. And a new warning had just popped up. This for Blaine, Caddo, Canadian, and Kingfisher counties in Oklahoma. Okay, so that is for this storm that's coming out of Blaine County, going up into Canadian, Kingfisher, and what was the other one? Caddo counties in Oklahoma. So there are 4 severe thunderstorm warnings out there right now. Not much in the way of rotation. Then again, what in the world's going on here? Okay, so yeah, they're not much in the way of rotation. That could rapidly change, as this is a very volatile air mass that these storms are working into right now. So, I think all of the warnings now are in Oklahoma, so we will stay on the Oklahoma side of the radar right now and continue to monitor these storms. What I'm going to be looking out for is storms that are going to start coming out ahead of these storms in this section in here. And that's going to go into this section up in here. So those are the areas that I'm really watching for, because those are going to be the discrete cells ahead of the main line. And also we'll be watching for the northern part of we're going to be watching for the northern parts of Texas, as those start to come in into Oklahoma when they do develop. This is in courtesy of a strong trough that is coming in from the west. And the trough is taking on a negative tilt. So, being that a negatively tilted trough brings the pretty much matures the trough, and the wind axis generally gets tight round that rounds the base of the trough, and this is situating in the left exit region of the trough that is kicking off these showers and thunderstorms out here in central Oklahoma at this time. And Tulsa's radar is out, and that is not good. Because they may have problems later if discrete cells start popping in that area. So, for right now, and 3 hours, 33 minutes. That's 10 o'clock. So that's 9 o'clock. So this is 9 o'clock, right? Yeah. This is 10 o'clock. Okay. So so apparently there are two different watches here. This watch here goes until 10. This watch here in Oklahoma goes until 9 Central. The watch here in Kansas and Missouri goes until 10 p.m. Central, and the watch in Oklahoma goes until 9 Central. Excuse me. So that is the current status of these tornado watches. So what I'm trying to do, so down here in the farther south, these are the storms that are starting to blossom. We haven't had any supercells as of yet, but those may be forthcoming in a very short while. We don't have any kind of convergence zone kind of front. Try and fix my camera here. So let's see, we'll tilt it this way. Straighten you out, maybe. There we go. Okay. So so there is, right now the basically your big warm sector, which is all out in here, is void of any storms at the moment. Your storms are out here and moving to the east. What we're going to be looking for are these little beans, okay, that's going to start coming up, start blowing up here in the warm sector. And those are going to be the ones that will pose a tornado threat. So right now, just have some severe thunderstorm warnings. Just going to keep an eye on the radar. We will be here through the duration of this. Luckily, I do not have to work tomorrow, so I can be up as late as I can with tracking these storms tonight. So, just trying to get my camera together so that way, we're good. Okay, we're good. Okay, so I just want to just make sure that I got everything where I need it to be. Okay. So right now, everything's pretty quiet. But again, over here around the Tulsa area, looks like we got some showers and storms starting to go up now. Still got these little showers that are trying to develop here. In the warm sector here. See if there's any kind of ism here. No, it's just gonna be storms just going up and trying to show a little bit of rotation, but nothing to write home. This line here, I will tell you this line here is gonna be severe thunderstorms. Wind and hail being the highest threat here. But its progress east is slow because the storms are going to be riding on top of each other to the north and east. Your front is still way back out here. So we could be seeing a flash flood possibility if these continue to roll through the same areas multiple times this evening as the storms move slowly to the east. In time. I'm currently trying to get my fuel with eating some food and stuff. So for right now, all is quiet. but that is to change momentarily or in a little bit. Seems like the showers that are trying to get going in the warm sector are having a hard time trying to get going. I mean, you know, just, I mean, nothing looks that threatening at the moment. We do now have a severe thunderstorm warning in Kansas. That is for Cowley and Sumner counties in Kansas. So that is for this Boeing segment coming through. I don't see any rotation with that. That's pretty much outflow dominant. So there's no indications of any rotation at the moment with this storm, but being that the hail shaft is kind of, curled in a sense, you can't rule out one on the back end of that, but right now it's just just wind and hail. I think it's 60-mile-an-hour winds and 1-inch diameter hail. So these are pretty tamed at the moment. As we still await the supercells to start forming in the warm sector of this complex of storms in front of these complex of storms. Don't kid me wrong, but these showers are still trying to go up here. This one here, got one over here by Paul's Valley. Probably some sporadic stuff over here by Norman. But right now, it's pretty tame. I mean, the best chance for a tornado out of the line would be from this section south, where the mode would be more discrete in nature versus these up in here, where it's more linear. But as these continue to build and move to the east, there'll be more of a squall line coming through. So the window of the discrete cells would be probably for only maybe an hour or two before it becomes more of a linear kind of event. That being said, even in a linear event like this is projected to be, you will still run the risk of tornadoes on the leading edge of the line as it charges eastward. So even though you're not in a tornado watch, you still need to be on the lookout for this line as it moves eastward, because tornadoes can develop without no warning on the leading edge of these complexes. So right now we're just watching and waiting. For for basically what we're waiting for is basically the warm sector to start blossoming up with showers and thunderstorms. Those are going to be the ones that have the higher risk of tornadoes and a risk of long-lived supercells. But for the moment, nothing looks that kind of threatening. Let's take a look at this supercell north of Mountain Park. No velocity with it, so just strong wind, so nothing wrong with that. This one only has some wind with it. So let's look at this one over here by New Cordell. Flip over to velocity. No. And then this one here, there's nothing with that. So right now, so far so good. There hasn't been any kind of threatening storms out there that could cause any spin-ups at the moment. But we are here. I am here. And we are going to wait and see what happens, as this is just the beginning of what could be a long evening here in the Southern Plains. For those of you that live downstream from this tornado watch, that includes Shawnee, Tulsa area, McAlester, Okmulgee, areas to the east, do monitor the situation that is going on in west of you, because these may be coming in as you may be going to bed. So make sure you have a source of weather information, that being a NOAA radio, weather apps that can wake you if you are put under a tornado warning at any time this evening into towards the overnight hours. So just so this tornado watch. Okay, so this tornado includes most of Kansas, the one that goes until 10. This does include Kansas City. So Kansas City Metro, you're on high alert. Oklahoma City, you're definitely in high alert, especially right now. As you watch the storms coming in from your west coming towards you. The line itself, here we go. First tornado warning of the evening. This is for Atchison County, Kansas, Buchanan County, Missouri, Donovan County, Kansas, and Platte County, Missouri. So this is first of many. This is in front of a squall line. So these are your QLCS tornadoes. Here. So it looks like it is here. So let's go to. All right, there's nothing there. So this is in front of a squall line. So this is a QLCS type of tornado warning. If you are in this warning, go to a safe place, hall, closet, bathroom, on the lowest floor away from windows. No mobile homes, no cars. Nobody should be traveling along US 73 or US 59, period, until this storm passes. So this is Highway 59. Okay. And then 73. And that includes this piece down here. So nobody should be on US 59 or US 73 until this storm passes. I mean, it could be up here towards Atchison. So Atchison, Parnell, Shannon, Rushville. You all are under severe tornado warning. You should be going to your safe place now. Hall, closet, bathroom on the lowest floor away from windows. No mobile homes, no cars. Those are death traps in these types of situations. If you have time, get a helmet, hard-soled shoes in case you do have to walk outside in a debris field. This is the only tornado warning currently ongoing. Wow. Wow. I'm surprised this is not warned. So this is messy as anything. Let's try this. So doing this looks like it's over here by Shannon or southeast of Shannon. Or over here east of Parnell. Well, I can't be too specific, so anybody from Shannon, Parnell, and Atchison, you should be in a safe place right now. Bottom line. Since this is the only tornado warning, we will run with this. There's nothing on the CC that shows it on the ground. So right now, so good. But looks like it's this. Let me read the warning. It is radar indicated, so obviously. So I gotta move you over here then. So this is till 6:15 produced. Near Atchison, moving east at 35. So this near Atchison. So it has to be this. So there's a tornado warning for Atchison and Donovan County, Kansas, and Platte and Buchanan County, Missouri, until 6:15 Central. Yeah, that's approaching downtown Atchison. So this would be your area of circulation according to the warning. Now obviously nothing's there, so let's check reflectivity. There's a little weakness here, so it could be up here. From what it looks like on reflectivity, it could be right in this area, starting to wrap up a little bit. They went ahead and issued a severe thunderstorm warning downstream of this. So yeah, it might tighten up for maybe a couple scans. Let me go 7 frames. Play this. Yeah, it probably tightened up for a couple scans and then just it's not there. Okay. But it's over Atchison right now. So if you're in Atchison, you should be in a safe place. Hall, closet, bathroom on the lowest floor, away from windows. No mobile homes, no cars. Nobody should be on US 59 or US 73 until this storm passes. And including in that is State Route 48 in Missouri. Nothing down. So what I'm looking at is this in here, which is over top of Atchison. Rushville should be in safe place now. Armour. DeKalb. Those are the next communities down the line. Should be in a safe place now. If you're not already, you should have been there 10 minutes ago when the warning went out. If you're just listening to this at the last second, is, your safe place, hall, closet, bathroom on the lowest floor, away from windows. Basement, if you got one. Storm shelters are prevalent in this area, so be in one of those. No mobile homes, no cars. Nobody should be traveling along US 59 or US 73 until this storm passes. And nobody should be traveling along State Route 48 and County Road 249 in Missouri, on the Missouri end, until this storm. No, that is Kansas. Is that Kansas? No, that's Missouri. And on the Missouri side of things, until this storm passes. This has dwindled down substantially. But if you're in the warning, still continue to stay sheltered. This is the only warning so far, but there's just nothing to that. So again, we will just keep an eye on this until it's either expired or canceled. It's strictly in Missouri now, the rotation. So I like to give all clears when I can. So basically, if you are under a tornado warning in the Kansas side of the river, you have it all clear. Everybody from the river westward has an all clear. Everybody east of the river does not have an all clear. They should still be in their shelters as this warning continues. Waiting for an update. Wonder if they updated this. No, they haven't updated it. So and it is canceled. So this tornado warning has been canceled. You can come out of your safe spots, but you still have a severe thunderstorm warning in the area with that'll be this one here. So this one is only for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. So weather's still horrible, but there's no threat of a tornado anymore. So we will go to reflectivity. And still got to keep an eye on these beans that continue to go up here in the warm sector. This one here over by Centropolis, and these here, one over by Overbrook, one in front of the line in Osage City. This one heading towards Lawrence. This one heading towards Baldwin City. Just know that they're around. There's one down here near Williamsburg. So just know that they're around and they're just going up. So that is now the situation here in Kansas. So now we will go down to the southern side here in Oklahoma. And await any more warnings that could be possible coming out of here. Seems like those showers that were bubbling up have dissipated. So for the time being, seems like that there is a cap right now that's preventing the storms to go up, but that cap should be eroding very, very shortly. Now, I just saw this on the in the line. There is a segment here that could cause a spin-up tornado. I'm going to go deep. So this is what I was looking at. Let me do that, do that. So this is what I was looking at. This area here, because this bulges out. Sometimes in that interface, a spin-up tornado would happen. You know, I think anything's possible at this point. See if there's any debris. No debris, but that'll be an area to watch. When you get a kind of a signature like that, sometimes in the inflow notch, you can get a quick spin up, but nothing is definitive with that as of right now. We got some showers here starting to develop. Northeast of Tishomingo and northwest of Caddo. Got a couple of showers starting to bubble up here in the warm sector. Also got a shower here that's going up near McAllister. But that's all in the warm sector of this line that is coming east. Got some showers here ahead of the line. These are the ones that we are going to be watching like a hawk. Those are the ones that are poised to become supercells and could cause tornadoes this evening. They're just starting to bubble up. It's about 6 o'clock central out there. So for right now, they're just showers, but do note that these are starting to pulse upwards here. Here around the Tulsa area. While you still have this line out to your west. So, and Garber lines on top of you. Hennessy lines on top of you. Enid, it has passed to your east. Tanakwa is on top of you. Weatherford, you have a, looks like there could be a second line starting to develop here from Watonga down to New Cordell here. And West Holbert starting to develop here. So we got to keep an eye on that, along with the main line here, which is from just southwest of Carnegie, all the way up west of El Reno, all the way up into Kansas. So the line is making eastward progress. What we're waiting on is the storms in the warm sector here to start getting going as the line progresses to the east. Again, this area is under an enhanced risk of severe weather, level 3 out of 5, with tornadoes being likely, with a few intense tornadoes being possible. So that means intense tornadoes would be something more along the lines of EF2 or higher type of tornado. And it seems like with the model runs that I've seen during the day, that generally this area down here in the warm sector, nothing along any of the lines that are forming out to the west of Oklahoma City. The ones that are going to be developing ahead of that line are going to be the ones that we have to watch for any kind of long track supercells that could produce a dangerous, violent tornado this evening. As you may know, the days, the time that it gets dark is getting sooner. So these could be nighttime tornadoes more than likely. Again, it's the time now. The time is now 7:13 Eastern. That's where I am at. 6:13 Central. This is where the storms are at. And we just had a TVS. South of Dover. Let me check velocity here. Looks like southwest of Dover here. So this area here. Also got to watch this line here with small spin ups that could form along it. So for right now, um, is something to watch, but nothing is imminent at this time. While I'm at it, let me see the correlation coefficient while I'm at it. Yeah, no. Okay, so there's no debris yet lofted in the air. So, but there is an area to watch. You may have temporarily uh, wound down, but you got to watch the leading edge of these storms where they could lead to spin up QLCS tornadoes. And that is north of Kingfisher in Kingfisher County, moving to the north and east right now. So I just wanted to show the TVS. That's why I went and took a deeper dive into that. I'm keeping an eye on my alert, corner. Mostly wind and hail. Well, hail right now is the main driving force right now, where 1.5 inch in diameter hail is possible in storms that we were just looking at up here by Kingfisher. And I gotta find it again. Well, down here, yeah, I said it was down here by Kingfisher. This storm here is producing 1.5 inch diameter hail, and it's in these lavender cores here that those are in. So right now it's just wind and hail. I mean, it looks like there's a second line starting to develop here from just north of Hobart all the way up to west of Kingfisher. That means we got to keep an eye on these storms out here that could possibly rotate and become tornadic. Over here by Bridgeport, weak rotation. Over here, this is the other one. Got a little heightened area here, northwest of Carnegie, but nothing that is too scary at the moment. So those are your two supercells. Well, I can't call them supercells because, well, you could call them supercells. I mean, they have hail with them. There's a hail core with it, but there's no risk of a tornado as of yet. So let me zoom out and let me do a little reset here. There is a line of showers and thunderstorms from Kansas into Missouri, all the way down through west central Oklahoma. Um, and that's progressing slowly to the east as the storms move relatively northeast along it. There is a dry line that is setting up here in western Oklahoma, which is ahead of this line of showers and thunderstorms. Is weird to see that these are not actually along the line. This is actually in front of the dry line. Which generally, if you're from the dry line or anywhere east of there, you would see supercells starting to blossom up at that time. Whereas right now, take a look out of so here's your dry line. Okay. Here, I'll even do it. So this is your dry line. This is where all the storms are firing. They are off the dry line, but they could be stacked along a line. Okay. Storms here south of Vernon and northeast of Vernon, they're all tracking to the north and the east. Nothing severe in this section as of yet, but that may be to come. Let me take this look. So yeah, this is let me do a radar loop. So with this radar loop out here, there is a outflow boundary from the north, okay, which has not impeded with the line as of yet. That may be a focal point for more showers and thunderstorms to go up as this moves to the south. That would be something to watch in the next hour or so, as the outflow boundary may spark off new convection along the dry line. So that was interesting to see. Again, we're waiting on the warm sector of this area. Let let me see if there's any kind of other areas. So these are slowly starting to come up now. So this is going to be the area to be looking out for discrete supercells in the next little bit here. Again, could be looking at some intense tornadoes. Okay. Just be wary if you get put under a tornado warning where you're going to go. And if you haven't heard, hall, closet, bathroom on the lowest floor, away from windows, no mobile homes, no cars. If I call out your specific community, town, city, you're under the risk of that, and you should be going to a safe place at that time. Being that it's dark, you will not be able to see these since it will be dark. I don't know the sunset times out here, but yeah, these here are starting to ramp up just a little bit. So I'm going to go in for a closer inspection of these beans here. Let's start with this one here. Okay, that doesn't show rotation. So that's not rotating yet. How about this one here, south of Osage? Suspicious. We'll just leave it at that. Okay. So, and then we got this one here over northwest of Lawrence Creek. And that doesn't show anything. So we got storms that are going up right now. That is way ahead of the line right now. And these are going to be the supercells that are going to pose the heightened. There's nothing here, but these are the storms out here in the warm sector that are going to be going up. So this is the area I'm going to be watching for in the next little bit here. Anything ahead of this main line is what I'm looking for. As far as the potential for supercells to develop. Right now, they're harmless right now, but they're just in the beginning stages of the development. So in Bartlesville, Hominy, Cleveland, just know that they're around and they could become severe in a heartbeat. Nottawa or Nowata, there is a cell to your south and west that's starting to get that look. Okay? It's starting to get that look. The look I'm talking about, that kidney bean shape. So do know that there's a storm to your south and west. And it's starting to get that look, but it is not rotating at this moment. You have severe thunderstorm warnings ahead of this line for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. Basically all up and down the line. You got severe thunderstorm warning for Caddo County, Oklahoma. Then you got severe thunderstorm warning for Shawnee and Jefferson County, Kansas. Then you have Kingfisher, Blaine, and Canadian County in Oklahoma. Jefferson, Shawnee, and Jackson counties in Kansas. Chautauqua, Elk, and Cowley counties in Kansas. You have DeKalb, Clinton, Andrew, Buchanan counties in Missouri, including Gentry and Platte, and Donovan County, Kansas. You have Kay, Noble, and Osage counties in Oklahoma, and Kay, Osage, Noble, and Pawnee County in Oklahoma, all with severe thunderstorm warnings, which is pretty much for this line. It is a broken line, to say the least, but nonetheless a line in itself. And the ones that we are carefully looking at are these that are starting to blossom in front of the line. So that is where we are at this moment. Again, there's this one over here by Newata that's starting to get that look. Nothing's rotating, but it's starting to get that look. It has the, that look to it. So, see if I have a closer one. I am using Tulsa, okay. Or am I? No, I was using Tulsa, okay. So, and then you got these storms starting to go up over here too. Be mindful that there are showers and thunderstorms going up now east of this line. Here is a broader look. Going to do a reset. So this is your tornado watch here. The ones here go until 9 Central. Ones here go until 10 Central. Intense tornadoes are possible, and tornadoes in themselves are likely. So that is the watch. right now we only have severe thunderstorm warnings that are going on right now. But we have some storms that are starting to go up ahead of this line, which generally that's not a good thing because those are the ones that could produce supercell storms and your tornadoes for this evening. Just standing up, stretching the legs. Just keeping an eye on the radar. Let's take a closer look at some of these. These are going up. They're all north of Tulsa, west and north of Tulsa. So there might be some rotation starting to develop with this cell. That's west of Tulsa. Then you got this one here. Doesn't look like it's rotating, but that you don't know. Then you got these here. Not quite rotating as of yet. Then you got this one. This one's starting to blossom real quick. Still not rotating, which is good. And that's just a cluster. So again, we have some storms starting to go up in front of this line. Wow. Okay, so we will have to take this one. And then we have a couple of storms here. This one's going to merge with the line. Then you got a couple that are right directly in front of the line. Then you got these. Then you got these out here. Keep an eye on. This one's going to get absorbed by the line. So is this one. Let's see. Might have a tiny bit of rotation here with the one down here south of Perry. But all the other ones that I've seen are not. And then this is just, and then you might have something here on the front edge of this line here. But primarily is a straight line damaging wind kind of look to them. So I just don't have good radar views right now. Like I said, these are starting to go up near Tulsa, around the Tulsa area. Got, like I said, a couple of these are starting to go up. Need to get a couple more to start merging with each other so we can get some of these starting to go. There's not one dominant one as of right now, but like I said, these are the early stages of them going up. So then you got a broken line here, here, and here of severe thunderstorms, just with damaging winds and hail, upwards of 60 miles an hour, encroaching the Ponca City. It's now east of Enid. Hennessy, it's east of you. It's still west of El Reno. And down here towards New Cordell. That is your line, and it looks like there could be two lines that may form with this. One may be along the dry line, which is situated out here in western Oklahoma, attached to this low pressure center here in Oklahoma. Let me see what the rate or the satellite shows. If I have enough. Let's see. Satellite ain't gonna work, so we're going to go ahead and zoom into these areas here. There are currently no tornado warnings at the moment here in Oklahoma or Kansas. There was one earlier in Kansas going into Missouri, but that was allowed to be canceled. There was nothing much to that. It was a quick spin up along the line as it was coming through. So, and nothing came out of that. So that was all. That is the gist of what has happened so far. There has been some wind damage from earlier storms up there today. I will not get into those right now. Um, we are starting to get a broken line here of showers and storms going up here from north of Bartlesville down to west of Tulsa, all heading to the northeast at roughly 45 miles an hour. And they will continue to grow upscale as the evening wears on. I'm still looking further to the south for some possible storms down here that might go into the watch area. And then we got to watch the progression of this dry line as that moves east with the cold front through the Dallas-Fort Worth area, which may cause some severe weather down there later this evening. Right now, our concern now at the moment is tornadoes, and those concerns are with the possible supercells that would go up in the warm sector ahead of the main line of storms. Right now we have a beefy storm here over top of Bartlesville. We have 3 discrete cells just south of there. We have one over here that's east of Cleveland. And then we have here that just went through Nowata. And it has that look. It has that eagle look. You know? Take a look at velocity. Nothing is evident with velocity. There's nothing with that either. So again, these are storms that are just going up. They're rather young. They haven't matured yet. And these are the ones that we're going to worry about tornadoes as we move forward. I'm just looking up and down lines to see if I can spot anything suspicious, and I don't at the moment. What I'm really am keeping an eye on is these here that are starting to develop right now ahead of the line. Now the question could be, would these weaken and transport the energy to the ones out here 5 hours and 12 minutes. Okay, so there has been a change. So as of as of 5:55 Central, this tornado watch goes until midnight Central. Just making sure it's all of it. Yes, it is. That's all of it. So basically, the Oklahoma part of this, 3 hours, 10 minutes. Okay. So the Oklahoma part of this, the tornado watch goes now until midnight Central, 1 a.m. Eastern. The one up here is until 10 Central. And that goes all the way up into northwestern Missouri. So those are your so that is an update on the tornado watch. And they still say few intense tornadoes are possible. And you can see why. I mean, you got a surge here of damaging winds here that's about to go through Webb City, Schindler, and Burbank here. Okay. Then you got all these discrete cells lining up from Copan down to Westport in Oklahoma. All north of Tulsa. So this could be quite a long night. Hopefully not too much comes out of it, but here's the hoping and the way the models were predicting and the future, the HRRRs for earlier this afternoon and the NAM, they all looked ugly. So so just take a deep breath, and I'll be here to walk you through this severe weather outbreak of sorts. Primarily, it's been nothing but severe thunderstorm warnings. Okay, so now there is a tornado possible tag on a storm in Kansas. So I will go to that, which is this. This is for Elk, and Chautauqua counties in Kansas. This is being warned for 70-mile-an-hour winds which is a level 2 severe thunderstorm warning, and it has a possible tornado tag on it. And it would probably be here. Changes to black. Here in front of the line. Check out velocity or correlation. Wow. I can't say for definite if it's down, but that is about where you would look for it. I can't say it's down. Let's see if I can't say. So Elk Falls is north of you. Longton, Apolla, Busby, those communities to the east of where this line is, there is a circulation embedded in this line. Okay. And I would go to a safe place with this, even though you are not under a tornado warning. Better be safe than sorry, and go to a safe place. And included in that would be Oak Valley. As this is a wall of wind that is heading to the north and east. Okay. And in any one of these could fire up a circulation and put down a brief tornado. So anywhere from Fiat, Cave Springs, Busby, Apolla, Oak Valley, Longton. I would go to a safe place until this line passes. At the very least, you will get 70-mile-an-hour winds. At the very least. So, and these storms will be in and out. So that is that situation. I'm going to check this one more time. So this is now east of Elk Falls. Yeah, so I can't guarantee that anything's down, but be on the lookout for any kind of circulation in front of this line as it moves to the east. So anywhere from Fiat, Cave Springs, Apolla, Oak Valley, and Longton. I would treat this as a tornado warning and go to a safe place. Hall, closet, bathroom on the lowest floor away from windows. No mobile homes, no cars. Nobody should be driving along US 160 until this storm passes. It is going to follow 160 all the way up into the next county. So, nobody should be driving along US 160 until this leaves the county as it moves to the north and the east. Again, at the very least, you will have very strong straight line winds, if not a spin up tornado along this front edge of the line. So that is the situation with that. I mean, anywhere up and down this line could easily can spin up a quick hitting tornado. So all the communities that I've called out, Fiat, Cave Springs, Eupola, Oak Valley, what is that? Longton, being a safe place now. Hall closet bathroom on the lowest floor away from windows. Large hail is falling north of Elk Falls, along with 70-mile-an-hour winds. So this is a serious storm. Nobody should be traveling along US 160 until this storm passes. This storm is moving to the northeast. So they reissued a severe thunderstorm warning. I mean, that's probably like the 19th one in the last hour. So let's do a reset here. So you got a broken line here. You got one line here, and you got another line that goes all the way back into Oklahoma. You got these beams that are going up here east of the line. Those are ones that we are going to be watching for the possibility of some tornadoes and possibly some intense tornadoes. These here are the ones that we are watching. You got one line here, and then you got another line here, all moving to the east. These are moving northeast. The storms in here are moving to the north and east. So you got to keep the eye on the ball tonight as these storms roll through. There is no severe weather warning for any of these as of yet. This is developing a hail core down here, so this might be the first one that goes severe. And this one here is developing a hail core, so this one will probably get warned very soon. It is 7:02 Central, where these storms are. It is 8:03 now, Eastern time. I will be back in a couple minutes to stretch my legs. Stay tuned. I am back. I am back, and these storms here are starting to get a little healthy now. So let's see if we got some rotation going here. Yeah, we probably have some broad rotation going on here. Probably broad here. We got special weather statement now for this storm here. That's down here in Bardstown, heading to the northeast in the general direction of Bartlesville. So that could be the first warning. And then we got another special weather statement here for this one. So starting to ramp up now. Take a look at this. Wind gust to 50. And penny-sized hail. Of course, that will grow in size. As this storm ramps up. Now the main question is going to be this. Will this main line catch up to this? That remains to be seen. But for right now, they are fairly ahead of that line right now. And then we have these storms up here that are starting to become a little bit healthy now, ahead of this line. West of Kansas City. And all this is south of Kansas City. So those we'll have to keep an eye on as well. Go back to Tulsa radar. And keep an eye on, I think, this one here. Starting to gain that look. Not strong velocities, but, you know, in this kind of environment, it won't take much to get going. So that's that storm. And then we will go to this one up here. And there's no rotation with that as well. So, so far so good, but that might all come to an end real quick. Because these are discrete. Nothing is competing with any of them. And yeah, so that's going to be an area to watch. And that includes this area here in Kansas City. So, give you a reset. We have a tornado watch that's in effect for this area here. The Kansas, Missouri portion of this is valid until 10. while Oklahoma is valid till midnight. Tornadoes are likely, with a few intense storms being possible, which is something in the order of EF2 or stronger are possible. Right now, I'm watching the storms that are going up here that are north of Tulsa and they're starting to become supercellular in nature ahead of the main line, which is oh, let's see. No, that's not what I want. How about this? That's what I want. So the line is roughly 30 miles from the supercells that are developing right now. So again, we're just watching and waiting to see what happens with these. There are some storms in the warm sector to the north of these, south of Kansas City, that we will monitor. Right now, they're pretty tame, but those need to be watched. Training storms may be an issue, as the storms themselves are moving to the northeast, but the eastward progression is slow. So could have a problem with flash flooding if storms keep rolling over the same area in multiple rounds. I mean, there are a lot of discrete cells right now that are developing 30 miles to the east of the main line. Let me take a look to this southern part of this. Well, there's your confluence line. And then you got storms that are going up in southern Oklahoma on the confluence line. Which is this line right here. And storms are going up all along it. So those need to be watched as well. So right now we are watching storms literally going up right now all north of Tulsa right now. And they are discreet and not impeding with any other storms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's at least 10 of them in this area alone that are discreet. And those are the ones that we got to worry about, the tornado threat. Currently, there's nothing rotating, but that doesn't mean that they are. Now, there is a confluence line, okay, which is demarked by this line here. And you got storms that are going up along that, which needs to be watched as they move to the northeast. And these will be to the southeast of Tulsa. But for right now, we are just watching. These storms that are going up. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, just in this line alone. And then you got 1, 2, 3, 4 on this front line here. So you got 11 possible supercells just in this one area here alone. Yeah, that's, that'll be something to watch. And then to the north, flip on Kansas City, we got some storms going up here as well. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 discrete cells out this way. Count that one, that'll be 9. They're going up. Oh. They're going up 40 miles east of the line. So these, supercells are going up 30 to 40 miles east of the main line. And then we have the confluence line here. Is that the confluence line? Let's see here. 250 frames. We'll see. You have stuff going up earlier. Here comes the line. got stuff that died off to the south. Can't say that's a confluence line, but it seems like it. So we got a supercell party going on north of Tulsa right now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 supercells going up right here. And that's, 11 of them are, you know, are starting to get that look. This one here, yeah, this one here has got my eye. This one here, um, I mean, wow. Uh, that's all hail up here. But so yeah, that's something to watch here. Um, Mostly straight line winds. And yeah, there is a storm that I am watching. It is down here. It is that storm down here. But it's starting to develop. It has that look. It's starting to develop something down here. You got, I mean, you may have a storm merger. There, but if it stays discreet and separated like this, that might be the first one to get a tornado warning. And then you gotta look for this one down here. And that one looks suspicious as anything right now. I mean, you got, what is that? Is that dry air? No. This could be part of this. This is suspicious. So, and so is that. So, Then you might have a little area here. This one's the one that I'm worried, that I'm a little worried about. Again, this is all north of Tulsa. Um, and wow, that might be the beginnings of something. So, right here, um, leave that there. Let's see. Nothing there. That's probably hail. That's all hail. That is a suspicious area. And we gotta watch the one below that too. This is, yeah, you know, right in here. I mean, you know, not be surprised they pull the trigger and issue a tornado warning for that. Because that's that's flirting with that, you know? That's hail. Or is it? Uh, I mean, that tightens up one more time, and they need to pull the trigger. And this one might be the first one this may be the first one to go. Ugh. That's hell. I mean, it's that area. Let's see. Zoom out. Mm-mm. That's the area I'm watching. Um, and there's nothing there, but it could be to come. Um, if they don't pull the trigger on this in one more scan, I'll do a reset. So we all know what's going on out there. Because we might be getting into prime time very soon. Problem is, these storms are starting to consolidate, and consolidation of storms is going to make this a more linear mode than a discrete mode. I mean, this is the storm I'm looking at. That is over Matoka. The hail core is over Bartlesville, heading to the northeast. This will be crossing Highway US 75 and US 60 to the south and east of Bartlesville. These storms are rapidly moving to the northeast at about 45 to 50 miles an hour. And we will see what happens. As of yet being the key word, there are no tornado warnings as of yet. But that looks suspicious as anything. Yeah, we might have a developing situation here. Here. Wow. Can't confirm it, but that is suspicious. Wow. Oops. Ah. That was just my roommate leaving. He forgot to get something at the store, so anywho, this is the rotation. This is the rotation that is starting to develop. I mean, there's nothing there as far as debris is concerned, but that may be to come. And that is north. It's starting to ramp up just a little bit, but moisture is surrounding it. So this is your hail core here. That just went through Bartlesville. This is your hook. And inside of there, you know, that's where the rotation is. And nothing there. So that is what the storm looks like right now. And this may be the first one that goes tornado warned. And this may be one of those upper echelon kind of storms. You know, your supercell I mean, starting to get closer together here. Um, I mean, you have your, it's not light magenta, but it's a darker magenta. So um, we're going to keep watching this and see what happens. But that's starting to tighten up a little bit. Continues to tighten up. Right here. This is east of Bartlesville. So Bartlesville, you are not um, in direct path of this storm. Um, this is suspicious. I gotta go to reflectivity. Backside of storm? Is that developing an anticyclonic? No, it's not. Okay. All right. I was looking at something. It looks suspicious to me. So, um, but we're continuing to watch this storm, which is east of Bartlesville, moving to the north and east. Um, and looks like it continues to tighten up. you could have many supercells up and down this line that just developed. Um, that's just mind-boggling. I'm particularly looking at this one. Mm. I mean, really? Check out CC. Nothing here. But I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and what do we have here? Hmm. Okay, that's another hail core that's coming through Bartlesville. Okay, so I'm still looking at that one. That- Okay, so there could be a developing hook on the far southern flank of this line of storms. Um, You know, I mean, because, yeah, you got your rotations here. Here's the northern rotation. Now, here's the rotation that's next to it. And then you got this one down here. Again, there's many rotations. There's many rotations along this line. And one of these is going to go. Okay, we got a tornado warning. This is in Iowa. Okay, so we got a tornado warning in Iowa. This is for Mahaska, Polishek, and Marion counties in Iowa. Is radar indicated? And it is right here. Go to velocity. Yeah, this is going to be a Can't say it's down, but this is going to be on the leading edge of the line. So yeah, this is going to be along this line here. And then this is pretty much where the rotation is, and it kind of goes down like that. And it's garbled, so I can't tell you if it's down or not. But this is a tornado warning now for Iowa. We'll add this on their bingo card today, not me. So that is the gist of what's going on. Since this is the only tornado warning in town, we are going to run with this. So if you are in Lighton, Beacon, Oskaloosa, University Park, Kima Village, Rose Hill, Barn City, New Sharon. Now it's time to go to your safe place, into your room on the lowest floor, away from windows. No mobile homes, no cars. Nobody should be traveling along US 63, State Route 92, State Route 23, or State Route 143 until this storm passes. As this is a QLCS kind of tornado warning has been issued. Again, this is the only tornado warning that's going on right now. So again, if you are in Oskaloosa, Beacon, University Park, Kima Village, Rose Hill, Barn City, New Sharon, be in a safe place now. Lowest floor and into your room, away from windows. No mobile homes, no cars. Nobody should be traveling along US 63, State Route 92, State Route 163, or State Route 23 until this storm passes. Again, this is looks like a quick spin up tornado kind of feel here. But extensive straight line winds is the main focus, but you can never rule out a spin up tornado along the front edge of these lines. And that is what we have right now. You have an area of strong winds following this line. Lehighton all the way up to Linville. This is your leading edge of the strong gusty winds behind it. This is the area we're looking at for the possibility of a quick spin up tornado. And can't say for 100%. So we will continue to monitor this, as this is still the only storm that is tornado warned. So right now, this is the area we're looking for a rotation. Nothing definitive being down. This is part of a QLCS situation here in Iowa. Again, this is your area. Nothing is down. This is just to the south of Oskaloosa, Beacon, and University Park. If you are in Oskaloosa, Beacon, or University Park, be in a safe place now. If you just listen to this now, low floor in the interior room, away from windows, no mobile homes, no cars. Nobody should be driving along US 63. State Route 23, State Route 92, or State Route 163 until this storm passes. And it should be passing fairly quickly since it's moving about 50 miles an hour to the north and east. And it's the only tornado warning that's going on right now. Once this warning is over, we will head back down to Kansas and Oklahoma and see what is going on with those storms at this time. I'm actually surprised that the tornado warnings since 5 p.m. Central have been away from the enhanced risk area. So this is the area we're looking at, crossing US 63, south of Oskaloosa. Can't say for sure. So if you are in this tornado warning, be in a safe place now. They just updated it. It's still radar indicated. It is over Oskaloosa right now. And it's moving to the northeast at 55 miles an hour. So these will be quick hitters, in and out. But they could leave some damage behind. So make sure that you are in a safe place. Right now. That's pretty much your enhanced area of rotation there. I will give an all clear to State Highway 92. From Bussy West. Bussy, Hamilton, Harvey to the west. You are out of the danger. Just make sure I'm not missing anything. Get these marks off of here. Looks like it's starting to loosen up just a little bit, but somewhere in here. I mean, in one way, shape, or form, you're going to get damaging winds one way or the other. Because this is a intense squall line, and if you don't hear a tornado, I should say, number one, you should not be looking outside looking for this because you will not see it. It is dark, more than likely, and it will probably pretty much be rain wrapped anyway, so you won't be able to see this. So don't even try to even go there to look for this. What you should be doing right now is going into the interior room on the lowest floor away from windows, basement if you got one, and wait till this line passes. Again, it's more or less going to be your spin up QLCS situation kind of tornado. Looks like right here is your enhanced area of rotation. Go correlation coefficient. Can't be positive on that, but outside of a possible tornado, you will have extensive wind damage with this line as it comes through. So with that being said, this tornado warning goes for 16 more minutes and it's still radar indicated. So in 16 more minutes, you will be good to go as this line continues to move to the north and east at 55 miles an hour. Should leave it on this for now. So it's here to the southeast of Oskaloosa. The tighter rotation. Now it has moved, has weakened somewhat, but anywhere along this line here would be your risk of a tornado. If you are not, you got a couple of enhanced areas down here to the south of strong winds with possibly a spin up tornado on the front edge of this line as it comes in. But you will have strong straight line winds right behind this line. So just because you see light, see the wind pick up and then die down, doesn't mean it's over. It's going to ramp back up, and then this is your rear inflow jet coming in with these storms. So you got a little tightening down here by Ottumwa that needs to be bear watching. So outside of damaging, outside of possible tornadoes, possible, straight line damaging winds is a higher probability. So right now, this is at the let me see here. Yeah, now it's starting to bow out more. So if you're from Oskaloosa West, you are all clear. New Sharon, stay in your safe place because the line's just getting to you. And areas down along Highway 92 east of Oskaloosa. So you got Boeing sediment here, moving to the northeast, heading towards what here? This may not go the 11 more minutes that it is its runtime to. Yeah, it all broadened out. So winds are all broadened out. But if you are from New Sharon to Oskaloosa West, all clear. Fremont, stay in your safe place, even though you're not formally in the warning, but you will have some damaging winds heading your way in the next few minutes in the order of 70 plus miles an hour. So, other than that, this tornado risk has pretty much wind down for the time being. But I will come back and be checking on that as we continue. They have issued a severe thunderstorm warning downstream of that. So, so right now, there is no, I can't say no risk, but the risk has diminished for this storm. But if you are in that warning, continue to take your safety precautions. Oh, let's see where we go from here. We go back down into the tornado watch. Bring up Tulsa. See what's going on with these. They all formed a line. And this is all east of Tulsa. And we got some beans going up here in southern Oklahoma. Um, uh, I don't know what to say about this. There's only been 2 tornado warnings, okay, all evening. The atmosphere was absolutely right for tornadoes to develop. Problem was, one, may have had a stronger cap than that was forecasted. One, or two, um, the cold front charged more eastward than it was forecasted to be, and the better dynamics have left. Um, I'm leaning towards that because there's no way that I've been sitting here for 3 hours and only had 2 tornado warnings. And they weren't even in the target area. One was in Iowa, one was in Kansas, Missouri. Um, for as long as I've been doing these, okay, so here's a wind damage report 3 miles east northeast of Orlando, Oklahoma, in Noble County. This was as of 8 p.m. A overturned tractor trailer on Interstate 35. So, uh, so there was an overturned vehicle on Interstate 35. Um, they're probably going to let it run its course. I mean, these has struggled to go up today. I mean, they've struggled. Um, they struggled to go up today. Some things were not pieced together very well. I think they had a hard time getting a hold of how this line was going to react or how fast it was going today. Being that the cold front now is literally just to the northwest of Oklahoma City. And Dryline has really hasn't really been ignited is, that's, you know, I mean, sometimes they err on the side of caution, which is fine. I'm not chalking this up as dead yet, but it's on its way to. Problem was that all these storms went up all at once, and then they got clustered together, and then you end up with this kind of messy storm mode. Um, I mean, there's nothing you can do. Nothing that, you know, it is what it is. It's how it, you know, and tornado warning is gone for Iowa. So now we are just stuck with severe thunderstorm warnings. I'm going to watch this line for just a little bit longer. And if nothing happens by 9:45, I'm going to end this live stream because I think these storms went up too late in the game. They kind of all missed the boat. So, yeah. So we'll watch these for 15 more minutes, and if there's no other tornado warnings, I'm going to be ending this live stream. I'm I will be back if things start to ramp up. But as of right now, that is going to be the logistics of what is going to go on for this evening. Again, your tornado watch here. Zoom out a little bit. This part of the watch is valid until 10 Central. This part of the watch is valid until midnight Central. These storms have had a hard time getting going. And it could be for a couple of factors. There was a lot of cloud cover here early this morning. That could have held back the potential heating that could have taken place, that could have fueled a lot of these storms. The maximum flow aloft exited the region faster than anticipated. And 3, the storm mode was pretty much linear the whole time. They went up supercellular, but they all were too close to each other and just formed a line instead. Again, we will be watching the stuff down here in the south, in southeastern Oklahoma, but for the most part, a lot of these will get absorbed by the line as it charges east. The dry line is trying to see here. I mean, you might have a couple cells here in front that could be the dry line, but mean, one way, shape, or form, I think the cold front was moving faster than anticipated and has shunted the best dynamics away from the target area. There has been a report of an 80-mile-an-hour wind gust by law enforcement in Logan County, Oklahoma. So there has been 80-mile-an-hour wind gust tonight. A lot of reports of large hail. One's 1.4. I think I saw a 2-incher somewhere in here. And most of the wind damage has been up here in far northeastern Kansas, far southeastern Nebraska, and far northwestern Missouri. As this line moved through earlier today. So this is the bigger picture. Okay. You got your tornado watch that goes until 10 here till midnight down here. And they shaved a lot of counties out of it already. So I mean, this turned into a line and did super cellular like it was progged to do, and never did. Let me see about store reports. What I have at 12 hours. Yeah, that's long enough. I mean, 12 hours would be 8 this morning, so yeah. No tornadoes at all today. I think it's nuts. But hey, this is how this line is this earlier today. So this part of the line here that caused all this earlier today. The line continues down through northwestern Missouri, broken line all the way down into Oklahoma. I mean, at this point, I'm going to call this stream because there is no tornado warnings or anything of that nature. Well, Joplin just got put under a watch, but that goes until 10 o'clock. So that's a little too late for that. I will continue to monitor these trends, but these trends are not looking good on the severe weather side, which is good. But if something was to develop, I will post on a YouTube short what that encompasses and who's in and who's out. So with that, I'm going to pretty much end this live stream. I hope everyone has a good evening. I hope everybody stays safe tonight. And I will talk to you again soon.